Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a tool that's built to tame the beast, that incredibly complex, tangled web of a modern fiber optic network. It's called Zonedge GIS, and it's all about turning that potential chaos into a smart, streamlined system. Let's see what it's all about.
So let me ask you something. Is your fiber network a well-oiled machine, or is it more of a tangled mess? It's a question that probably keeps a lot of network managers up at night. I mean, do you really know where every single asset is, how it's connected? Or does the very thought of a fiber break send you scrambling through a pile of outdated spreadsheets and maps that don't even agree with each other?
Because let's be real, managing a modern fiber network is kind of like trying to navigate a maze in the dark. Every single day brings a whole new set of challenges, whether you're planning new builds or just trying to troubleshoot what you already have. The complexity is just massive, and the stakes are incredibly high.
And you feel this friction every single day, right? You're probably dealing with network maps that are months, maybe even years out of date. When something goes wrong, finding the fault turns into this frantic race against the clock. And every time a technician or a contractor has to update the data, you're holding your breath, hoping they don't introduce a new error. Trying to plan a new service area without a crystal clear picture? That's not planning, that's just guesswork.
Okay, but what if you could just replace that entire maze with a single, intelligent blueprint for everything? Well, that's exactly the idea behind Zonedge GIS. This isn't just another mapping tool. It's built from the ground up to be the command center for your entire fiber network.
So what is it exactly? At its core, Zonedge GIS is a platform that brings together the three essential pillars of network management. That's design, documentation, and day-to-day operations, all into one intuitive system. It's really all about making that complexity simple.
And I think their philosophy here is key. Designed for professionals, accessible to all. What that really means is it has all the deep technical power a network engineer needs, but it's also simple enough for a field tech or a contractor to use without, breaking anything. That balance between power and simplicity, that's what really sets it apart.
So how does this actually work in the real world? How do you really get control over every single strand of fiber? Well, it all boils down to this really integrated workflow that covers you from design to documentation all the way through to operations.
And the workflow just makes sense. First, you design. You're literally just dragging and dropping things like splice closures or cabinets right onto the map. Second, you document everything, and I mean everything, from your aerial routes and slack loops to underground conduits and individual terminal ports. And finally, you visualize and troubleshoot. You can trace a fiber's entire path, or, and this is a game changer, you can take a distance reading from an OTDR. After a break, plug that number in, and Zonedge will pinpoint the exact fault location right on the map. So cool.
Of course, a network map is totally useless if the data isn't reliable, especially when you have a whole team working on it. Zonedge is built for that. It's got these contextual editing tools that make sure the right data goes in the right place, plus pre-configured templates for all your common assets. You've even got advanced CAD tools for super precise design. And crucially, you can lock data down to prevent those accidental changes we talked about, which means your data stays clean.
One of the biggest payoffs of having all this perfect data in one place is the power to find anything instantly. You should really think of Zonedge as a powerful search engine, but instead of searching the web, it's searching your physical network.
And this is a fundamental shift in how you work. You stop digging through endless files and folders and spreadsheets, and you just start finding what you need in seconds. This isn't just about saving time. It literally transforms how you plan, how you maintain, and how you repair your network. The search itself is so flexible. You can do a simple keyword search for a cabinet ID, no problem. Or you can filter the whole map to only show active terminal ports. You could draw a circle on the map and see every asset inside a new service area. You can even combine all these things for super specific results, like show me all 12-strand cables installed before 2020 in this part of town. It's that powerful.
Okay, so we've looked at all the cool features, but what's the real-world impact on the business? Let's connect the what and the how to the why. Why does your team and your bottom line actually need this level of control?
The difference is just night and day. Before, you've got data silos, a ton of guesswork, which leads to long downtime and really slow, cautious growth. With Zonedge, you get a single source of truth. That means you're making informed decisions, which leads to rapid repairs and gives you the confidence to go out and conquer new markets way more efficiently. It's a total transformation of how you operate. So the real question here is, are you ready to stop just managing your network and start truly innovating with it? A tool like this gives you that foundation of accurate, easy-to-access data that lets you move faster, work smarter, and build the network of the future. The question isn't just about getting a better map. It's about what you can build when you can finally see everything clearly.